Greetings and salutations, dear listeners. Today we immerse ourselves in the world of American literature as we explore the timeless classic, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. Published in 1939, this Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, with its compelling narrative and rich tapestry of characters, takes us on a poignant journey through the darkest era of American history, the Great Depression. We'll journey with the Joads, a family of humble farmers from Oklahoma, as they strive against all odds to find a better life in the land of dreams, California. Our story begins with Tom Joad, the second son of the Joad family, released on parole from the Oklahoma State Prison after serving time for manslaughter. He meets a former preacher, Jim Casey, who has given up his spiritual vocation, questioning the virtue of sin and the nature of the soul. Together, they head towards the Joad's farm, only to find it abandoned as a consequence of the Dust Bowl, an environmental disaster that forced numerous farmers to forfeit their lands. This devastating circumstance compels the Joad family, comprising of Tom's parents, Ma and Pa, his siblings, and the grandparents, to head west to California, a promised land of work and prosperity as suggested by handbills circulating in the area. They load up their meager possessions onto a dilapidated truck and set off towards their dream, with Casey accompanying them. The journey is a grueling one, marked by death and hardships. Grandpa Joad, intoxicated by the family to enable the move, dies from a stroke early in the journey, and they are forced to bury him in an unmarked grave. Grandma Joad, bereaved and unwell, succumbs to her illness just as they reach California. The family's trials are far from over as they find California oversaturated with laborers. The work is scarce and pays poorly, barely providing subsistence wages. Families like the Joads are exploited by big farm owners, their dreams of prosperity crushed under the harsh reality. The narrative then follows the Joads as they move from one squalid labor camp to another. They encounter others like them, displaced and desperate, struggling to survive. The divide between the affluent landowners and the impoverished workers intensifies, leading to increasing tension and hostility. Tom Joad becomes involved in labor disputes sparked by wage cuts, and in a deadly altercation, kills a strikebreaker. Forced to hide, he leaves the family under the cover of night, promising to fight for the cause of the oppressed workers. Cassie, his mentor and friend, had been killed earlier in the labor riots, a moment that prompts Tom to pick up his mantle and continue his work. The novel concludes with a catastrophic rainstorm causing floods that leave the remaining Joads homeless again. They find shelter in a barn where they encounter a boy and his starving father. In an act of profound humanity, Rose of Sharon, Tom's sister, who had recently lost her own baby, nurses the dying man, showcasing the persistence of compassion amidst profound suffering. The Grapes of Wrath is a rich and layered narrative that delves into several significant themes. It gives us a glimpse into the socio-economic conditions of the Great Depression era, marked by poverty, desperation, and a sense of deep injustice. Steinbeck portrays the struggle of the migrant workers with a gritty realism that touches on the human cost of economic downturns. The characters are forced to confront not just the physical hardships, but also the moral and ethical dilemmas that such situations invariably pose. The family, its unity, and its determination is a significant theme that Steinbeck masterfully weaves into the narrative. Even amidst unimaginable hardship, the Joads never lose their sense of togetherness. Another vital theme is the notion of the promised land, the American dream. However, Steinbeck presents it as an elusive concept, unattainable for those who need it the most. The Joads' search for their piece of this dream is met with insurmountable challenges, painting a grim picture of the reality that belies the illusion. Lastly, the book provides a profound commentary on social injustice. The gross inequality and exploitation are not just side notes but become characters of their own in the narrative. Tom Joad's transformation from an ex-convict to a workers' rights advocate symbolizes the fight against this inequity. In conclusion, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck is a profoundly moving tale of endurance and hope in the face of adversity. It is a stark portrayal of a time in history where dreams were shattered, lives were uprooted, and the human spirit was tested to its limits. Yet, amidst the gloom, Steinbeck infuses the narrative with resilience, compassion, and an unshakable belief in the power of humanity. The book serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of empathy and unity in challenging times. Thank you for joining us on this literary exploration. If you found this content intriguing and wish to partake in more such journeys through literature, please consider subscribing to the channel. Our goal is to bring to light the depth and the intricate beauty that lie between the pages of timeless classics and contemporary masterpieces alike. Remember, every book opens a new world, and in every world, there's a story waiting to unfold. Until next time, keep reading and exploring.